Hey Tea Club, we got something really special for you this month. Our buddies over at West China Tea set us up with the Gongmei Mini Brick. This is a white tea, and I have to say, to get the whole mini brick this month is really, really spectacular. It's a 2022, so that makes it 4 years vintage this year. And you know what they say about white tea? 3 years aged, 5 years medicine, 7 years treasure. And so this is well past that threshold and going on its way into a medicinal treasure for sure. Um, Usually with these tea club things, I taste them first and get a feeling for them before I do the sampling. However, it's so nice. I kind of wanted to do an unboxing with you. So got my little tea knife, and what I'm gonna do is kind of just. This is so nice. It's so delicate. Oh, I wanna be careful with it. I wanna do a good job. Oh. Right? I want to come at it from both sides. I want to pull it tight. I don't want to rip the paper. I just want to get the adhesive. Oh, B plus failure. I ripped the paper a little bit. It's okay. All right, so now I'm going to open up. And wow, this looks like origami. Oh my goodness. Look at these leaves. Wow. Okay, for our viewers at home, if you're not in the tea club, you don't get this. Haha, we do. But oh my goodness, it just looks like someone stacked a whole bunch of leaves. Are you guys able to get the contrast of that? Oh my goodness, it looks incredible. Wow, it literally looks like layers and layers and layers and layers of leaves, and somebody cut it with a paper cutter. Shout out to Disa. It looks like a paper cut stack of leaves. Oh my God, this is incredible. So, what I want to do is I'll heat up my vessel. Instructions say to brew at about 195. I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to get my water to temperature here while I clear off my vessels. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, new flowers. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to pinch off just a corner. Just a corner. That looks like about 7 grams or so. Put it in there nice and warm in the ambient heat. Set this off to the side because, oh, that's nice. I'm going to have to origami this back into shape somehow when I'm done. But initial first rinse. Now, something I learned from my buddy Coco when I'm working with these teas, especially when I'm trying to work with a new tea or establish a relationship with a tea early on, I want to push the parameters a little bit. I want to maybe go a little bit hotter than I should. I want to steep a little bit longer than I should. I want to kind of push the limits of what these tea leaves can produce. And by and large, we work with very high end teas, West China Tea, so on. You guys do a great job of sourcing premium tea leaves. And so by and large, it can take those pressure tests. Okay. So here I am giving it kind of a long initial steep. Oh my goodness, these leaves just kind of open up right away. They are not pressed densely at all. This is a very loose pressing. Let's go ahead and pour this off. Mm. Signature of white. You get this kind of silver. Clearly it's amber color, but there's there's a metallic tint to it. You see this live, and maybe just on camera, it looks like tea. But no, this is really quite nice. The aroma is smooth and sweet, a little bit bland, right? There's no strong floral notes or, nothing too nothing too big that punches me in the face, but there's absolutely a sweetness available off the initial liqueur. Let's pour off and wash my buddies. Let the decanter air out a little bit. Oh, wow. For being a bland liqueur, the oils that are left over, oh my goodness. What's that saying? The fragrance on your fingers that a flower leaves after you pick it? Oh my goodness, that's so rich and it it literally smells like the taste of sugar. Wow. Okay, let me smell these leaves now. First, I'll smell the lid. Okay, that's nice. The nice minerality, nice metallic. Right, again, typical of white teas. Ooh, what is that? Mmm, the mineral. It smells like chalk. Not in a bad way, but it smells like wet chalk. Like last summer, I would use these big, massive pieces of chalk to draw on the sidewalk with my son. And I was teaching him left and right, and I was using yellow and red. And anyway, when I would wash off the chalk from the sidewalk after, that's the smell. Wow, how cool is that? So I'm getting everything from sweet sugar caramel notes all the way over here to mineral chalk wet sidewalk notes. Let's see how it brews. I'm going to bring this water back up to temperature. I'm going to push it at about 195. I don't want to go too hot just yet. These leaves do seem a little delicate, right? They're not firmly pressed. Off that initial rinse, it bloomed right away. And so that tells me I don't want to go too much hotter just yet. There's some delicacy here, and I don't want to scald them. Okay, so 190, 195, no direct agitation, just kind of right around the rim. And flash steep. Wonderful. It looks like there's going to be a lot of kind of brittle leaf matter in this, and so when you brew it at home, you may want to use a strainer. I don't mind getting all this kind of loose leaf material in my tea, so I'm fine without a strainer, but if you're serving friends, it might be a good idea. Okay, rinse out the cup. Let's see what we got here. Again, uh, not much smell on the liqueur itself. The infusion, some give off more fragrance than others. This one, quite bland. But the flavor is there. Oh, that's nice. Mm. Mm. Yeah, the minerality that I was smelling on the wet leaves is coming out full force. And so there is a type of astringency initially. However, the aftertaste, uh, the initial astringency kind of it instigates, it provokes my salivary glands. And so now my mouth is moist and the sweetness that I was smelling in the cup afterwards is coming with it. And so I can taste the minerality, I can enjoy the fragrance. Wow, what's going on with this tea? Let me try another cup. Maybe I got some sniffles from this new batch of flowers here, and I'm not smelling the infusion, but the taste is certainly there. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, same sweetness here. The minerality is starting to translate into the decanter too, whereas at first it was just the smell of that sugar, but now that chalkiness is translating to the cup too. Wow, and it's coming in full force now that these leaves are opening. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Wow, that is nice. It almost smells like hours of the roastedness that's coming out. Oh my goodness, that it smells like the taste of warm, warm, warm spoon. Because there's a metallicness to it, okay? Now, usually I take these through 2 or 3 steeps. Let me go ahead and push the parameters. Let me go all the way boiling. And let me see what we can pull out of these leaves. Otherwise, I'm really impressed. I gotta say, the production of this is bar none. It looks gorgeous. I'm almost tempted to purchase another one of these bricks just to store it so I can have one that's pristine because this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right, water is up to temp. Let's go ahead and give it a second steep. This time I'm going to go a little bit longer too. I'm using hot, 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 angry boiling water. I'm going to let it sit just a tad bit longer again in the concept of pushing those parameters. After all, right? Let me make the mistakes so that you guys don't have to. I'm going to give it some generous agitation here too. Them leaves are fully open and expressed. Nothing is pressed together anymore. Those are all completely loose leaves now. Pull it off. Okay, mineral. It's softening a bit. But oh, look at that color. There's like a metallic amber to it. Beautiful, beautiful notes. I went really, really hot boiling water, steeped a little longer. How does the liqueur smell? There you go. Okay. Again, minerality, mineral, chalk, sidewalk, roasted mineral, the silver spoon, right? These themes are coming out. I'm now losing a lot of that initial sweetness in exchange for the minerality. But ooh, sweetness came back when I boiled water hotter. Oh, okay. What I hope you'll take away from this tea club experience is that we want to give you enough tea to play with. And when you play with the tea, when you play with the temperature of your water, when you play with how long you steep things, when you play with the time between steeps, when you play with how big or small your vessel is versus how much leaf you use, all these different variables translate to a completely different tea experience. And hopefully, with this tea club, you get that you have enough. You can break a few rules and push a few parameters and maybe to discover a flavor that you love. All right, guys, that's our tea club. Enjoy your steeps.